Capricorn. What's going on, love? Welcome to Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. As you are coming into this space, I am definitely sending you all the good energy and positive vibes that you may need at this time, okay? While I'm shuffling, let me go ahead and let you guys know that if you are interested in booking a service with me or following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that information will be in the description box, so you can find it there. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so, okay? Especially if you're a person who can appreciate good energy and positive vibes. It is time for you to subscribe, period. That's it. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get into y'all message. I am going to do some general cards from this deck. I have some clarification cards here, and then we'll go into the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck as we're closing, okay? Spirit, you know their heart and their situation. Can you please give me the cards that they need in order for them to be able to receive the message with an open mind and an open heart? What we got? We starting off with the Knight of Swords, the Prince of Cups. Okay, I think we need one more card, y'all. We need one more card, at least one more, because it might give us two, they might give us three. Okay, Spirit, can we have the last card that we need in order for the message to be delivered in a way that you would like it to receive? Oh, that's okay. Okay. Underneath it all, y'all, we got the Two of Cups, okay? This is that energy. Love starts with you. Love starts with you. So love starts with you pretty much like pouring into yourself, treating yourself how you want other people to treat you. And that's how you pretty much set the bar as to how other people treat you, or to what you call into your reality, right? Make sure that you are always pouring into yourself. Especially in those situations where you feel like you're not being loved enough in the situation that you're a part of. It's a reflection of how you actually are loving on yourself or not, right? So keep that in mind. Be mindful. Stay open to that energy alone, because that's underneath it all. Underneath everything that I'm about to say is that energy of you loving on yourself, right? You love yourself first in order for you to call in love, or, you know, genuine love from other people. Sort of kind of speak. Because you pretty much... You know, likes attract. You attract things or people who like reflect, you know, who you are to yourself. But let's get into it. That was just underneath it all. So the first card that comes out is the Knight of Swords. So there's like these thoughts. There's these thoughts that are like whipping through you, right? Like, this is how you got to understand that Spirit does not only speak to you, Spirit also speaks through you. And it almost can seem confusing, because it's like, well, I be having negative thoughts, right? Well, you know that, for one, there's a balance. And just how you be having the negative thoughts, you can shift those negative thoughts to something positive. The same situation can be going on, and there's still two sides to every spectrum. Be mindful of that, okay? So pay attention to the thoughts that you are having, right? Because again, Spirit speaks to you and through you all the time. But you really want to pay attention to those high vibrational thoughts that you have. Those thoughts that you have that make you feel good, right? That raise your vibration, that pour more into your cups, that multiply your cups. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay? You see how at the bottom of this card, it starts with one cup, and then one becomes two, and two becomes three. This is that cup of like emotional pleasure, like focusing on the things that make you feel good. The Prince of Cups comes after that. So I was trying to like gather my words. Okay, Capricorn? I was trying to gather my words. But in order for you to start tapping into those things that make you feel good, you do have to go through like a healing process, right? And you probably are already on this journey, but what you want to do is make sure that you are paying attention to the things that trigger you negatively, right? And be able to actually sit with yourself to understand what it is you're feeling, so that you can really identify it, right? and then you work your way from one side of the spectrum to the other side. So for instance, if you are angry about something, pissed off, mad, right? That's on the negative side of the spectrum. However, you can transmute that to being like purposeful, right? You can start showing up, you can start having conversations or bringing more awareness to that, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because when you angry, you can go slap somebody, you can go bust somebody's windows, you can go do whatever it is you want to do on that side of the spectrum, right? Or again, you can show up and be more passionate about it, like bring more awareness to what's actually going on. You get what I'm saying? And that's just that. And that's just that. But what it's going to help you do, right? Like going through your emotions and identifying them, knowing what they are, like just figuring out the ins and outs. Like why is this triggering me? What is this trying to show me? Like, how did I even get into this space? Why do I associate this emotion with this type of a situation or circumstance anyway? And when you start doing that, you're going to raise your own vibration, right? Because now you're being aware of yourself. And once you start to identify certain emotions or what's triggering you into going into these places or these spaces, you can start to address them accordingly, right? Because you don't want to allow outside external things to have so much control over you. What do I mean when I say that? If I am a person who I done pissed you off one time, I done made you mad, and you showing me that I done made you mad, I know how to get under your skin or piss you off every time if you allow me to. You follow me? If you allow me to keep on doing the same thing that I've been doing and I'm pissing you off every time, is that still a me issue or not? Because now you got control over it. You ain't got to wear your heart on your sleeve. You ain't got to show, like, you don't have to react and respond to my ignorance or whatever it is that I got going on the same way every time. You learn, like, for one, acceptance. To accept me for who I am. Not saying that you have to tolerate that at all. Not saying you have to tolerate my behavior in any way, shape, or form. You accept me for who I am, and then you decide whether or not you're going to constantly put yourself in a position to, associate yourself with my energy or talk to me, family, friend, whoever. You are not obligated to tolerate things that are not in alignment with who you're trying to become or who you are or whatever the case may be. Right? You figure out you sit on your throne, you nurture yourself. You can even try to nurture the situation, but if it constantly keeps on showing up and it's showing you like, oh, it's not happening, they don't get it. You don't want to like drain yourself trying to get somebody to see things from your point of view. It's okay for where they at. They gonna have to, they'll heal, they'll grow at some point, and if not, that's cool too. That's cool too. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with other people's BS. Okay? And I'm saying that because of this card. This is the Ten of Wands. So that's the energy of feeling like overwhelmed, feeling like you got to do everything, like you always got too much, 3 much, 4 much to do, right? And that's the very thing. Just that energy. That's the only energy I see that's standing in between you and your emotional fulfillment. Take a step back. You ain't got to show up and show out for everybody, especially when you ain't showing up and showing out for yourself first. Some people may think that it's selfish. Okay, and I got to take care of me. Ain't nobody else going to take care of me the way I take care of me. Ain't nobody else going to do the things for me that I know that I need to do for me. You understand where I'm coming from? So put yourself in a position to do what you need to do for you. Treat yourself how you expect or want other people to treat you. Right? We've been conditioned pretty much to like put out this energy and treat people the way we want to be treated. And it's like we be treating people the way we want to be treated to try to get that energy reciprocated. You need to give it to you first. And anything else after that you have to share with other people, then that's what you share. But you need to make sure that you straight first. Period. And I go back to that underneath it all energy, right? Pouring into yourself. Like that Two of Cups, that Two of Cups. It's all on you, boo. It's I leave it all up to you. Okay? Spirit, can we have the cards to clarify the Knight of Swords? We're going to clarify a few of these cards, and then again, we're going to go into the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck before we get up out of here. Okay. Listen, they just be showing up and they just be showing out for us, okay? Okay. Listen, let's go back to that Knight of Swords energy. Do you hear me? You got the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and then the Queen of Swords. Remember earlier I was telling you like to raise your vibration, focus on the things that make you feel good. I even said something about like shifting those negative thoughts or those negative emotions to something more high vibrational, right? The Five of Cups is talking about you feeling empty inside. Yeah, you can show up like you put together on the outside, but in the inside, what is it that you really feel, right? And start sitting down, having conversations with yourself or writing with yourself so that you can identify what actually makes you feel good. And once you do that, once you start paying attention to the things that actually make you feel good on the inside, what you do energetically is you open up yourself to being able to receive more of those things that make you feel good, right? Because you're aligning yourself with your universal energy, which is your emotional, your emotions are indicating how you are speaking to the universe, what you're actually putting out for the universe to give back to you, okay? Focus on the things that make you feel good. And by you doing that, you'll start to recognize or tap into like your emotional fulfillment. Again, this Queen of Swords is like, stop trying to think for everybody else, right? Stop wondering or worrying about like who other people expect you to be, past, present, or future. You want to be yourself, period. Like, be yourself, because, and I said this on somebody else's reading, but there is 8 billion plus people in the world, if I'm not mistaken. You would be crazy out your mind to be around here trying to fit into the box that everybody else has created for you, right? Be yourself. Learn who you are. Operate in your truth and your authenticity. And the people who are supposed to be in your life, they're going to be there regardless. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity is what I'm hearing. Do you understand? So, you listen. Y'all listen, don't be talking about me and my little vocals. I can hold a note. I can't sing too much, but I be, I like it, so I do it. Okay, don't judge me. Prince of Cups. Can you clarify the Prince of Cups, please? Can you clarify the Prince of Cups? Can you clarify the Prince of Cups? Okay, so clarifying the Prince of Cups, we got the Ace of Discs in reverse, we got the Tower in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then the Princess of Cups. Do you know you pretty much like are holding up you experiencing like this new beginning, right? You probably be looking at it like it's somebody else's like it's their fault that I'm not getting to where I need to get to because I always got to do stuff for them. No, you don't. You don't always have to do nothing. You choose to do it because you feel like you're obligated to based on the titles that these people hold, or the whatever it is, right? The titles, or because of the time that y'all have known each other, or because they whatever, I don't know, like whatever your situation is, right? No, you're not. And sometimes, like, you gotta let other people learn certain things on their own. These tower moments that are showing up, they're showing up in a way that shows me that you're looking at them from a low vibrational place. Like, you're looking at it from the bottom of the situation. So when you're at the bottom of the situation and you try to look up, you can't really see everything. But if you raise your vibration and you start looking at the situation from a different perspective, now you can see like the endless and infinite possibilities as to why this may be happening, right? Like, why is showing up like this? But because you are so influenced by what's going on the outside, or what other people have given you, their belief systems, their traditions, their ways of thinking, or whatever the case may be, right? These things, they've contributed. Let me show you this card. Okay, so it's like, okay, this is my mom's side of the family, this is my dad's side of the family, and I hear them both, but you still have to decide which one works best for you, right? And there's some resistance in you doing that because that card comes out in reverse. So it's like, you can listen, you can hear it, but you don't want to move based on how they think you're supposed to move. Again, you want to pick and choose what works best for you. And if it's something that you can't utilize right now in this moment, cool. That's cool too. Put it in the memory bank. Put it in your memory bank. And if it comes back up, or if you need to tap into it, at least you know you have it, right? You get the Princess of Cups, which is pretty much saying, like, give yourself some grace. Be delicate with yourself. Practice being compassionate. Practice being forgiving, right? Because your life is your life, baby. Like, nobody else can tell you what you need to do and or how you need to do it. Even if that's something that seemingly has worked for them, right? They can share their experience with you. They can, discuss it with you. They can give their opinion, because that's what it is, an opinion, right? And again, you're going to have to take whatever information pretty much that resonates with you. Excuse me. You're going to have to take what resonates with you. And sometimes when you're opposed to it, maybe that could be the thing that you need to try. So you don't got to be so closed off. I'm not saying be closed off. And be willing to receive information. Be willing and open to receiving new information, right? But you still going to have to try. Like, whatever it is, like, you still going to have to decide on how you need to move forward. And if how you feel like you need to move forward, you move forward. It doesn't seem like it works. Try something different. Not immediately. You want to see it through. But once you see it through and it doesn't actually play out if it doesn't actually play out in a way that is conducive to who you're becoming, then you can make the necessary adjustments or modifications that need to be made. Spirit, can we clarify this Ten of Wands? Can we clarify this Ten of Wands? The Seven of Discs, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Check this out. I already asked you earlier, did you realize that you were standing in your own way? And I asked you when I seen this card, which is the Ten of Wands. Don't be afraid to let go of old stuff. I definitely wanted to say what I wanted to say. But don't be afraid to let go of old stuff. It's almost like you're holding on to things that you need to let go of, but it's almost like you're afraid. And it could be thought processes. It could be people. It's something like physical. It can be a shirt that you can't really fit in no more. Like, you understand where I'm coming from, that you're trying to hold on to, and it needs to be let go of. When you start to let go of things, you make room for more things to come into you, right? Like, you make room for new stuff, out with the old, in with the new, right? But again, it's almost this sense of being afraid to detach yourself, or just to let go, right? It's not an emotional attachment. It probably could be. It's really just you thinking like, oh, I don't want to seem like a failure, or I don't want to seem like I'm a bad person, or whatever the case may be. But if you know that that's not your intention, if you know that it's not your intention, you're going to be the bad guy, the villain in somebody's story. Well, that just don't be the villain in your own story. For real, and not for play. Like, you know, the Seven of Wands in the reverse energy is showing up like it's some combative energy, like a fight to let it go, a fight to move on. But Spirit is really telling you, like, don't be stupid. Don't be no jackass. Like, don't be no fool. Pay attention. We showing you. You asked us to show you. We showing you, and now you acting like you can't see. You acting like you don't understand. But you see. You just trying to force it to be something that you know it's not. Let it go. Let it go so we can give you more. Let it go so we can show you the truth. Let it go. Let it go so that you can peacefully operate in your authenticity. Let it go. And if it comes back, like certain things, sometimes you have to have a separation period in order for people or things to be able to grow. And sometimes when we don't be wanting to let go of it, we hold up the process. Listen, I'm just the messenger, okay? I am just the messenger. I am just the messenger. I am just the messenger. However, let's go ahead and go into this Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Spirit, what is the message that you have in this deck for our collective Capricorns today? You know what it is that they need to hear. Thank you for this card that you just gave me. It says, Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. So the sweetness of life, right? Like the sweetness. You deserve the sweeter things. Sweetest thing I've ever known. Hey. Listen, y'all gonna recognize and realize that when I be saying certain stuff, a song might just pop up in my thoughts. Like just pop up. Like just pop, be there. But whatever. You deserve sugar, not salt. Tell me in the comments, like, what does that mean to you when you hear me say that? Like, you deserve sugar, not salt. I want to know. I want to know how you interpret that message. Like, you deserve sugar, not salt. And you can even go as deep into telling me, like, what your situation is to where you feel like you deserve more sugar because all you've been getting is salt. I'm just saying. It starts with you, though. Like, it starts with you. It starts with you. Loving on yourself properly, genuinely. That's all. That is the message that I have for y'all today. My lovely, beautiful Capricorn. Until next time, love. Enjoy yourself.